Hi. Hi, people. Hi, YouTube. How you guys doing? First, I want to just say thank you guys for all the subs. Oh my God, I have like 226 subs right now. I just have to say that right now. I am blessed. God is good all the time. Amen. Shout out to Uncommon Central Jose in the Grown. He's always giving me love. I think I'm ranking at his lead right now. I think we have the same numbers right now, me and Jose in the Grown. So I'm just like so excited off of that. But real quick, this is gonna be a really short video because Uncommon Sister Jose and going live at 9. And he definitely asked me to be present. So I'm gonna definitely try to be present on his channel. But did you guys hear the recent talk about Nancy Pelosi's secret stocks story thing? Well, I did. So that's why I'm doing this stream. So I don't know how many of you guys have stock. If you have stock, put a 1 in the chat or put a 2 in the chat if you don't have stock, or catching this in the replay, comment down below if you have stock or not. For me, I definitely do have some stock. I'm definitely a beginner in stock, definitely new to stock. I haven't had stock for 10 years or plus anything like that. But yo, let me give y'all this tea. So I couldn't find this video on YouTube, but I got this video earlier this week, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try my luck. Because most of the stock I purchased was very, very, very expensive. So if you guys have stock, you guys know what this is all about. You're supposed to buy your stock when it's at its lowest, hope it matures and it does its thing as it gets older. And sometimes you may buy a stock at an expensive rate in the beginning, and it may be really expensive to invest in a large amount. You have to buy fractions of a share or split shares depending on who you buy your stocks with, whatever the case is. But long story short, it's best to try to buy your stock when they're babies, when they're new, when they're really, really cheap, and you watch them grow, and you get all your profits and your dividend equity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So Nancy Pelosi, you all know who Nancy Pelosi is. She's a politician. She's all on TV all the time. She's, very boisterous, older woman, red hair, kind of, I don't want to put her numbers out there, but she's a senior. We wouldn't say that, but she's a senior. But she's in politics, and she's on social media, just like Donald Trump. And allegedly, she released some information recently. And I want you guys to hear this information because if you guys are not up on stock, you may have no idea what's going on. So listen to this audio real quick. I have a video, but I just don't know how to show you guys because I don't know how to get this video to my laptop right now. So listen to this video. Tell me, have you heard about this on Facebook, on YouTube, or anywhere like that? Listen to this video real quick. I'm gonna try to dim down this music so I can hear everything. I got my AC pump because it's hot as hell in New York City. It's super freaking duper hot. It was like 87 or 78 today, but listen to this audio real quick.
New investment, but check this out. It's not just Nancy Pelosi. Pfizer just dropped $13 million on Pixie's oncology. This is huge because currently it is going for $2 a share, and the big whales are loading up. Pixie's Oncology is a cancer treatment company. They specialize in treating tumors and other rare cancer diseases. The Wall Street Journal just dropped their prediction on what they think Pixie is going to be in the future, and they're saying that it can run up to anywhere from $12 to $16 a share. This is giving you over 300% on your return of investment. Pfizer lately has been trying to get their hands on everything, and a lot of the stuff that they have been touching has been moving the market.
Okay, so did you hear that? Before I comment, I usually have some people in the chat. Shout out to Third World Colombian. Hey boo, how you doing? Thank you for popping through. Have you heard about this thing I just aired just on my live right now? So, long story short, Nancy Pelosi is talking about this stock called Pixie Oncology. Is for cancer research and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The stock is currently, according to that man, at $2 right now, and you can purchase it. And it's going to be going up to probably like $12 per share. So if anyone's in stock right now, anyone has any knowledge on stock right now, that's a stock to get. So if you have no knowledge on stock, I would definitely say, talk to somebody that is into stock, or go on Yahoo. Go on Yahoo. Yahoo has a very easy, friendly, user database that shows you stock information in real time, shows you the NASDAQ and all of that, so you'll be able to see information like that. If you have no idea about stock at all, I would suggest you just go to YouTube and say what is stock and take it from there. Or if you have a 401k, a pension, or a 403b, or any other kind of longevity, or any kind of like bonds, anything with your employer, I would say, give that analyst a call and ask them to break it down to you in dummy language, if anything. So just like Uber, if anyone remembers back in the day when Beyonce bought Uber when it first came out and no one knew about it, and how she became a millionaire when Uber became popping in like 2000 or 2010 or something like that. It's pretty much like that. You buy your stock when they're younger and mature. You hold on to them. You pour more money into them, and when they profit, you profit. So with all of that said, for all of you guys out there who got stock right now, I would advise you to definitely research and look up Pixie Oncology. I didn't even research it, no lie. Someone told me about it in a household, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. I just jumped right into it because if Nancy Pelosi is this her secret baby, I want to be a part of this secret baby. So again, there's so many options for stock. You got Robinhood. I have accounts on Robinhood. There's Charles Schwab. There's E-Trade. There's many other places, you know what I'm saying, you can invest in stock. You can do it with your own employer, you know, again with your 401k, your 403b, or whatever kind of investments you have, you know, you can definitely start there. You can go to YouTube, ask what is stocks, get information like that. Or, you know, so you can go through the employer, like I said, you know, contact, you know, whoever's the rep and, you know, find out through them, you know, what your stocks can do, what they are, how they grow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But definitely look on YouTube for Nancy Pelosi's secret baby stock. Again, it's Pixie, Pixsy, Oncology, Onology, I believe. You'll definitely find reviews and feedback on many bloggers' websites right now, or many bloggers' social media platforms right now. I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? I'm new to this stock game. I only had stock maybe for like the last maybe 8 years, 7 years, whatever the case is. I'm still making mistakes. My first stock was a free stock through Robinhood. The thing is with these stocks, and it's also Titty Waterhouse, you know, there's so many Morgan Stanley. There's all these places you can get stock. I believe Morgan Stanley does stock. I think so. And TD Bank has a network or sister branch that you can do stock in, whatever the case is. But it's easy to get a consultation. It's easy to look online, research. Everything's on YouTube, on social media at this point in the internet. You can definitely go online and hear about this, but definitely Google Nancy Pelosi, her secret baby stock, and see what that stock is. Again, I told you it's Pixie Oncology. And I was like, you know what? I got paid this week. I jumped right the fuck in. Yes, the fuck I sure did. I jumped right the fuck in. I definitely threw, you know what I'm saying, piece of change there to see how my money going to grow. And I would advise you guys to do the same. Again, you know, if you want to be patient and you're scared to lose money, I would say $100 minimum. I threw $100 into Pixie Oncology yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to hold on to that joint for years. And so I see some profits. I don't care if it's going up and down in the first few weeks, first few months, but that's how stocks are. So you know about stocks, you already know that. It's going to be risk, it's going to be increase, it's going to be profit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be still for a while. People hold on their stocks, they trade, you know, they buy more. You know, you'll definitely learn it. As far as you start doing your research, it'll definitely start to make sense to you. Again, stock information is on CNN, CNBC, on all major news networks most times. You see it in the papers and all the regular press in all the cities across America and pretty much in other countries as well. The stock market is real. We already know they've had bailouts. The stock market has crashed. You know, so many Americans, many people outside of America have money invested in stock. Again, going back to that conversation about digital currency I had briefly a week ago or so, like that. This may be your avenue. This may be your way that you're not working 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. This may be your side hustle. This may be your hookup. That's why most people do it. Most people are looking for additional income and revenue that they're not physically working for, which is why they invest in stocks and bonds and IRAs and 401ks and 403bs and all these other plans that our jobs offer us and we can just get independently. So again, if you didn't hear anything in this message today, hear this. Google Nancy Pelosi's baby stock. Look for it on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you may see the search engine. And if you see her talking, or see her or anyone talking about Pixie Oncology, that's the stock we're talking about. It's Pixsy Oncology, Oncology, Pixie Oncology. That is the name of the stock. I looked it up on Robinhood. I have a Robinhood account. It was $3.26 per stock when I looked. And again, I just dove in and threw some money in there. I ain't gonna front. I threw like $100 worth of stocks in there just to see, you know what I'm saying, if it's real. I really have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I can always pull my stock out and put it in something else. I also have a stock in Pfizer. When I got vaccinated, I said, fuck it, why not? This shit is in my system. So if they making money off of me, I'm making money off of them too. You know what I'm saying? So I hope to have, you know, a couple hundred shares soon. I definitely don't have that many yet, but Pfizer is one of my stocks. I do have a CBD stock. I do have a digital coin stock. I had a Ford Motor stock at one point because my daughter has a car. Police in New York City all have Ford cars. So I'm like, you know what, that's a really reliable cars. My significant other had a personal Ford car at one point. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for Ford. And I eventually traded the stock and got something else because I just felt like I didn't see any movement with the stock for so long for a long period of time. So I just ended up like moving my stocks into something else. I have stocks in Nike. Um, so I definitely have a few stocks, and all the stocks I currently have are on Robinhood. I don't have any stock with E Trade or what's the other one? Charles Schwab or TD Waterhouse, or I don't have any other stock or any other businesses at this point. But those businesses, will let you come in at a certain point, which is why I don't have stocks with them. Businesses like E Trade, TD Waterhouse, you have to come in with at least $1,500 for one stock, unlike Robinhood, where you can buy a slice of a share, a portion of a share. You don't have to buy the full share. And even Cash App has stocks now. So if you guys didn't know that, if you got Cash App, there's an option on Cash App where they allow you to invest your Cash App money. You sit there, that you let hold there, that you swipe like a debit card or credit card. They actually let you invest in stock there. Nike stock is there. There's many other stocks. My little brother has stocks on Cash App, and that's how I found out about the Cash App stocks. But I have like less than $1,000 in total value that I've invested in stock on Robinhood, and I don't feel like I want to go too much further yet at this point because I'm still kind of new to the stock, but I probably understand a little bit more than you guys who are listening in tonight right now. So all of that said, I just feel like definitely should invest in some stock in case this whole real life shit really does go digital. That'll be a digital currency pretty much. That'll be your revenue you'll be making and having without having to pay inflation on a regular American dollar, if that really does flourish in the way they say it may flourish in. So that's something to look out for as well. In addition to that, I would say definitely do your research. Look up some information about stocks. What are they? How do they mature? How do you know which ones to invest in? And me, in my personal opinion, I feel like for people that want to invest in stock and you don't know where to go or what to do, I would look at the things you see in your entire life. What are the products you see your mom and dad and your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, and your aunts use since you were a kid? Those products are worth millions right now. Those products are products that are probably too expensive to invest in right now. You may have to, depending on what your finances and your portfolio looks like right now, you may have to do something like invest in percentages of a share or fractions of a share of those stocks, and benefit in that way. Depending on where you choose to join your investment with your stock, market and your portfolio and where you want to go with it. But with all that said, those are the stocks, that are going to be around forever. The ones that have been around since we were kids, that our moms and our moms' moms and our dads dads and uncles and aunts, they all, use those products or those services till this day. What are those products? Those products are products like 3M, the tape, Elmer's glue, Brillo, Ajax, talking about cars, we'll say Ford, we'll say Chevy, we'll say what can we say? Maserati. Talking about foods and products, we can say water, we can say soap, we can say detergent, we can say toilet tissue. Talking about medicine, we can say things like penicillin, um, codeine, Tylenol. Talking about food, we can say things like poultry, dairy. Talking about physical, tangible products, we can say things like exercise bikes or gym equipment. Talking about homeware, we're talking about things like refrigerators, stoves, ovens, docks, umbrellas. Um, you know, everything that makes the everyday life possible and feasible and easy. Those products that have been around from eons. Those are the products that make a lot of money, including electronics. Those things as well. There's so much to explain about the whole conversation about stock, but what I want you to get out of this conversation tonight, if anything, and again, this is going to be a short stream because my homie Jose Negron is going to be going live at 9, I think, tonight. If you get anything from anything I'm saying right now, please invest in some stock. Please do your research. please think about the products you use every day. That if you couldn't have these products or these services every day, life would just be uncompromisable for you to live. These are the things you want to invest in. The things that when you get paid, your money is going to these products all the time, or this is a service you want to get all the time. That's how you should be thinking. Or if you're not thinking that way, you're thinking about what you see for the future. What do you think the future will look like? What we will need in the future? Or what are the things that countries fight wars for? Those are things to invest as far as stock. You got to really think long term, things that are not just material, not just, you know, let me see, for example, whatever the trends are, those are not things you're necessarily investing in because they're probably not going to have longevity, life, and value, and, double, triple, quadruple the value in the future. So that's what I can say to you about stocks. So I had me put my $100 in that stock yesterday. I just feel like that's not so big of a risk. If I lose $100, that ain't gonna kill me. It's not like $10,000 or $3,000 or 10,000, or more than that. I can. I'm comfortable with that, but I got a whole lot of faith and energy that that shit gonna pop because again, Nancy Pelosi's talking about this stock. And yeah, she's a Republican, and I'm not a Republican. I guess I classify as a Democrat, although sometimes we want to vote because the world just seems like so all out of control at sometimes. But with all of that said, please look up that information. Definitely learn about some stock. Definitely invest in some stock. If you have a portfolio, a 401k, a 403b with your job, start to call that 800 number, speak to customer service, and ask more information about where your investment is going, how much of your portfolio is being distributed in different areas. Ask, what kind of risk portfolio do you have? Do you have a medium risk, a high risk, a low risk? All these things are really important. Ask how much percentage of your paycheck is actually going into this and how that money is being distributed throughout all the things you have going on. It's really, really important because the game is, they say, to be sold, not to be told, but we gotta look out for our people, you know what I'm saying? We gotta look out for each other, you know what I'm saying? We all on YouTube, we got jobs, we got hustles, we doing a whole bunch of things to continue to make revenue and make life easier for ourselves, and sometimes everyone just needs a quick break. And maybe stock can be the quick break for you if you do your research and your homework and you do it the right way. So with that said, please make sure you like and subscribe to this video. If you have any more questions about stock on this level, I can definitely answer those questions for you. I am not an analyst when it comes to stock or anything. This is just me speaking about my experience as I've had stock with Robinhood over the last maybe 7, 8 years, whatever the case is. I've definitely seen a lot of profit in my stocks, especially the Pfizer stock. The Pfizer stock has had the most profit of all of my stocks I've had this entire time. I've definitely took the opportunity to reinvest my profits right back into the stock at some point. And I've definitely, took the opportunity to not reinvest my stock and actually just put that money into my bank account. So for me, it's always unexpected. You never, know you're going to get some money or know when the stock is doing well because you don't really want to watch the stock 24/7, 365 because you'll go crazy every time you see a drop or an increase. You'll be glued to your phone like you're watching porn or something like that. So, you'll do your research, you understand, when to look for things, you'll know when to read up on things, when to pay attention to the news, when to read the paper, when to be in your account, making calls, looking at your emails. You'll definitely find out about that, but definitely don't obsess about your stocks when you get them because that can be horrible because you may feel like nothing is happening fast enough. It may have been a bad investment. You may be looking for instantaneously results. You may be looking for your stock to climb within the first 7 to 30 days of getting it, and that's really not realistic. That's really not how stocks work. So that's the reason why most people tell you, don't pay too much attention to your stocks as far as like looking at it every day, because you'll go crazy wondering why isn't it moving. Stocks is the best way to say it is stocks is like a slow profit increase kind of thing. It happens over a slower amount of time versus instantaneously. Although stocks can rise instantaneously and drop really quickly, but it's like a long-term investment. So you're not going to necessarily, see it within 30 days, depending on again how much money you're putting into your stock, where you're choosing to get your stocks, and all of that. All of that makes a really big difference. But the point I'm trying to make is, watch the stocks, but don't watch it so much that to the point every day you're just like, oh my God, why nothing looks the same? Don't watch it that much, but definitely do your research, do your homework. I promise you it's worth the investment. And I feel like, this was a gem just dropped on us. We need to pay attention. So again, for those of you that don't know where to start with stock, I would think about, again, as I said in the beginning, think about the products you use every day. That if you didn't have this product or service, life would just be uncompromisable, unrealistic to live. Those products, those things you feel like you cannot do. If it was a Walking Dead apocalypse right now, what would you need? What would you want? What could make life easier for you? Think about those products, not necessarily food and water all the time, but those things again that have been around since your mama and your dad and your grandma and your granddad and their parents have been alive. Those kind of products are the products that are making money on the stock market right now. And we're not just talking about those kind of products, we're talking about internet products, technology, we're talking about food, we're talking about services, we're talking about so many other things. So definitely do your research and make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Thank you guys for chatting with me. Shout out to the Third World Colombian again. It's been real. Definitely gonna jump off this live so I can get myself together and prepare for Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron's live at 9 p.m. Please make sure you like and subscribe to Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, and make sure you can drop by his channel sometime. He has a lot of live shows. He goes live a lot during the week. Sometimes I think he may go live maybe a couple times in one day sometimes. So definitely look out for his content. Again, look out for Third World Colombian's content as well. He has a great platform. He goes live, I think, Saturday at 5 or 5:30. His stream lasts a few hours most times, and it's definitely a good show over there. Definitely great engagement, positive vibe, a huge fan base of people over there, and I'll be feeling lost and so like he don't be seeing me sometimes. So that's it. That's all. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, robbing out with me tonight. This was an impromptu conversation, but I was so excited about investing in this stock I just bought, and I'm like, you know what? I want to share this with my people. I want them to pull up and grow up as I do. And for those of you out there who know about stock, yo, make sure you get on that. For those who don't know, again, do your research, listen to everything I said, stop, pause, rewind, write down things we need to, replay this, save it, share it, whatever you want to do. It's your girl Kate Fit out here. Have a great evening. Peace out, y'all.